Economic growth and related concepts. When you look at economic growth, there's this concept which I would say you should not be unfamiliar or you should not be a stranger to. Sustained economic growth. Okay. What is sustained economic growth? You need two things. You need actual growth. You need potential growth. Okay. Which one is more of a long-term thing? Yeah, potential growth is more long-term. This one is more short-term, correct? Yes. So when you look at potential growth, we naturally think back to this one. Okay, which is the same as this one. So actually in the exam, if you want to draw PPC, it's not wrong, but you cannot have the rigor because you can't even look at impact on GPL. Okay, so don't draw PPC by default, ADAS. What are the drivers of potential growth? QQ cell, very good. Now, is anyone not clear what QQ cell refers to? Why? Because later you need this, okay, to answer the question. Anyone in doubt as to what QQ cell is? No. Okay, very good. When you look at actual growth, there are two forms of actual growth. The first one is a rise in AD. Okay, a rise in AD, which I reckon you are all pretty comfortable with, is ice peak. Yes, when AD rises. But do you know actual growth can also be due to a rise in SRAS, which is due to what? What causes SRAS to shift? The acronym. Weak. Yes, weak. Okay. So one more time, one more offer. Anyone not clear about any of these acronyms? I can just revise very quickly. Yes, weak. Is it weak? I said all that. Yeah. Okay, no problem. You see, when you look at QQ cell very quickly, this is quantity and quality of your FOG. Yes. So you all know capital, enterprise, land, labor. Any improvement or increase in these parameters will increase your productive capacity. Okay. Then what is weak? Weak is actually a change in COP, but a change in COP within the country. So we are looking at factors that affect different industries. W stands for wages. Wages can change because of things like shortage of labor. So before the class, I was just going through with one of you what COVID did to the Singapore economy. Foreign workers were left at the border, they couldn't come in. We had a shortage of workers, right? So because of that, wages went up. That is, which pushed inflation. Okay. It can also happen because of import prices going up. Usually we think of oil, we think of grains. War in the Middle East, oil prices go up. War in Ukraine, grain prices go up. But now, trade war between China and US. So US puts a tariff or a tax on Chinese steel. It is more expensive to make US cars. So when Singaporeans buy US cars, not many of them are, right? Chevrolet, is it? Yes. Okay, then the import prices go up. Okay. G stands for GST and also carbon taxes. They affect your COP as well. Corporate tax, income tax, not inside here. Okay, that's why I wanted to call it G and not T for tax. In case you all put in some which are not relevant. Okay. Now, as for ice peak, consumption is affected by income, credit, expectations. You just have to be very careful. There is a difference between autonomous versus induced consumption. Okay. So this one, if you need me to recap, I can always go through maybe during the break or something. Okay. Then I is affected by interest rate. Remember the MER curve? Is affected by cost of operations. Usually we are talking about corporate tax and expectations. Okay. Net exports is affected by price competitiveness, whether they are cheap or not. income level, and quality competitiveness. Okay. So this is your RSI peak. Then you may say, hey, how come there's no acronym for G? And G is just budget or government objective, very short. So you can ignore it. Okay. Yeah, very good. So this gives you a sense of the components of economic growth. Let's be very clear, you need both to achieve sustained growth, which means you can have AD and LRAS. Usually it's these two. SRAS can be a backup. If you don't have any other points, you have time, you can talk about SRAS. But primary focus is AD and LRAS. Okay. Then you may wonder, hey, how come I need both? Well, very, very clear. If you only enjoy actual growth, can you grow indefinitely? No. Your income will be stuck here. So it can't be sustained. Sustain means to persist. Now, what if I have potential growth? For example, if I sell carrot cake, then I need to use labor to fry it. So I go to the gym, I work out. Now I can fry 500 plates in 1 hour. Wow. My potential goes up so much, but I only have 5 customers per hour. So my output is still here. I cannot actualize that output. I cannot actualize that potential unless my AD rises. Is it very clear? So my potential is here, but I need AD to actualize it. So the names are quite intuitive. Hello. Okay. So one of you asked, how come I write actual growth SRAS as a backup? Because if the question asks what causes economic growth, you just need R1 and R2, usually AD, RAS, job done. SRAS is more in case, this is a case study, you cannot find any trigger for AD, then you look at SRAS. That also contributes to actual growth. Very good question. Okay. Are we all okay on Zoom?